leave post-birth equally. Khomotso Modise has more.
The Constitutional Court has found that the provisions relating to parental leave in the Basic Conditions of Employment Act perpetuate the assumption that women should be the primary caregivers of children. The court has ruled that the law as it stands marginalizes the father, depriving him of the choice to structure their child's nurturing responsibilities. Reading the judgment, Justice Sugiswa Chikri said while the current leave of 4 months and 10 days should be retained for mothers, leave should not be restricted to mothers but extended to fathers as well. The court has ruled that parents should be entitled to share the available days and can split them equally. Khomotso Modise, Eyewitness News.
The ANC has now confirmed that controversial Northwest businessman Brown Mabotja is no longer a member of the party. The party says Mabotja's membership has lapsed. Mabotja has been making headlines following allegations that he acts as a middleman between the underworld and Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. The Madlanga Commission of Inquiry heard this week that Mabotja was involved in funding the minister and some ANC programs. Alfara Mushwana reports.
Last month, EWN revealed the criminal history of Northwest businessman Brown Mabotja, who stands accused of interfering in police investigations. Mabotja has multiple cases registered against him, including assault, theft and fraud dating back as far as 1997. At the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, WhatsApp messages were presented suggesting that Mabotja facilitated favors for alleged crime boss Vusumuzi Kat Matlala through an individual believed to be Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. Mchunu initially claimed he did not know Mabotja, but later admitted the businessman was an ANC comrade. The ANC, however, distances itself from Mabotja and has now confirmed that his membership has expired. Alfa Ramshwana, Eyewitness News.
Cape Town Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis has clarified some details related to a tender fraud investigation into a 1.6 billion rand construction tender. Hill-Lewis says the investigation only relates to a contract which amounts to a small fraction of the tender. The mayor's comments follow a search and seizure operation at 26 addresses across Cape Town this week. The raids were prompted by City of Cape Town city manager who followed up on information from a whistleblower.
The city called the police in this matter. The police would not have been involved in this matter had it not been for our city manager, Lungelo Mbandazayo, reporting this matter to them after an initial city investigation.
Hill-Lewis has also clarified reports about the amount of money being investigated.
The fact is that the amount that is likely to be investigated is only a tiny, tiny fraction of the amount that has been bandied about so commonly in the media.
The mayor says the city will take the necessary action whenever evidence of corruption is uncovered within the metro. The general manager at President Cyril Ramaphosa's Palapala farm has told the court that he called the president after the break-in at the farm instead of calling the police. In February 2020, Ramaphosa's farm in Limpopo was broken into and the robbers stole $580,000 in cash. The money belonged to a Sudanese businessman who intended to purchase buffalo from the farm. Emanuela David and siblings Froliana and Dilinasho Joseph are currently on trial for the matter at the Mudimule Regional Court. The general manager, who cannot be named, has testified in court that he did not know there was money hidden in the compound.
In my knowledge, the president told me now he'll inform the police and he'll come to the farm. The police arrive on the farm and that's for me the police that arrived. So in my knowledge I didn't take notice is it from Bella Bella or from where they come. The police just arrived as was instructed to me.
And in the UK, Prime Minister Keir Starmer has arrived at the Heaton Park Synagogue following an attack yesterday. 2 people were killed when a 35-year-old rammed his car into worshippers outside the congregation before exiting the vehicle. He then stabbed others and was subsequently shot dead during that attack. Government has promised increased support for the families affected by the attack. Gold is trading at $3,857.96 an ounce. The rand is at 17.26 to the dollar, 23.20 to the pound, 20.25 to the euro, and Brent crude oil is at $64.11 a barrel.
In Edenville, heading towards Bedfordview, there's slow-moving traffic. That's on the R24 westbound between Edenville Road and the Gilulis interchange. Also, bumper-to-bumper traffic. This is heading towards Midrand in the Calvin area. N3 northbound between Marlborough Drive and the Patlu interchange.
It's a partly cloudy afternoon in Gauteng today. Temperatures have peaked at highs of between 26 and 28 degrees. The top story in EWN this hour. The Constitutional Court has ruled that fathers are now entitled to equal parental leave as mothers.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
You're with Relebogile Mabotja
Live, streaming countrywide
on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856
92.7
and 106 FM.
Minutes after 1 o'clock. Welcome to 7:02 Afternoons with me, Relebogile Mabotja, on this Friday, the 3rd of October. We've got such an exciting show coming up for all of you, but I have to say, men getting the same duration of paternity leave as women is exactly what I support. And I expect men to be there as well, because the ladies also need the support. So what a great one. And I know not many countries around the world are doing it like this. So that is absolutely fantastic. Coming up on the show today, our food feature, we're talking Mojave Restaurant and Spa. We'll be joined by general manager as well as the executive chef for that conversation. Unplugged on 7:02 Afternoons, we're going to be joined by Chef, not with a C, with an S, and The Kitchen. I swear that's the name of the band. It's not another restaurant. And they're going to be coming through as Piwe Chef Khope, singer-songwriter and founder of Chef in the Kitchen, will be chatting to us for that conversation. Then we wrap up with the upside of failure. And I have to try not to fangirl over this one. But joining us in studio will be the founder of Jabu Stone Hair Care Products. Jabu Stone will be coming through, and I'm looking forward to that conversation. So give us a call, 011 883 0702. SMS us 31702. Tweet at Relebogile M, at Radio 702, using the hashtag 702 Afternoons, and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702.
702 Afternoons
with Relebogile Mabotja
on 702.
Let's walk the talk. 702
Food feature.
In our food feature for today, we chat Mojave Restaurant and Spa. And I have to tell you, I was so excited because I could smell the food from when I came into the building. It wasn't even like when I got there. And immediately I knew what cuisine it was. Not only did I know what cuisine it was, but I also was, so happy because it is a firm favorite in our home. But I'd like to welcome into studio Kuda Kiwayo, General Manager of Mojave Restaurant and Spa, Violet Lumka, Executive Chef at Mojave Restaurant and Spa. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I am so excited for this conversation. We also, Nkosi, are you going to join us or not? Because you seem undecided. Nkosi, Muda, Chef as well. Are you joining us?
You know, the thing with Nkosi is he's good with the pot, but the talk is not there. It's one of those people whereby he's extremely shy, but he's not shy. He's on the pot. Give him the kitchen, he's your guy.
Well, here's the wonderful thing. Because we're streaming live on YouTube, everybody can at least see the face behind. You see, he can talk.
I can talk.
Don't not be shy. Come closer to the mic.
I'm not even shy.
Listen, the food is so delicious. And I'm going to start with you, Kuda. What is Mojave Restaurant and Spa? Like, are you massaging our feet while we're eating? Am I going to see somebody's feet next to me while I'm eating?
Not really, but the whole thing with Mojave's Restaurant and Spa is we're trying to give people like a destination. Not everyone can afford to go to Thailand or to go to the Bahamas to experience Thai food or Asian food. But we want people who are in South Africa to actually come to go to Kingfisher and actually feel and taste Asian. Like you said with the green curry and the duck, wow, you're amazed. The flavors were there and everything. So it's almost like you were in Thailand.
So I have to then ask, chat to us about when the restaurant just started up and where it's based, because the market is tough, especially when it comes to Asian food. We have a massive Asian community, and even saying Asian community is not even going into the fact that we have Taiwanese, we have Chinese, we have so many different cultures within that, but the community is huge. So chat to us about when it started and why Asian.
So we started last year in October. After revamping, we just thought, you know what, let's create authentic Asian cuisine. So like you said, there's so much fish in the sea. But the only difference is with us, we try by all means to bring the authenticness of flavors straight from Asia down to South Africa, so that people can actually feel like they're at holiday once they're actually at our establishment. And afterwards or before, you can go have a spa day at our spa. So it's a whole thing whereby it's all in one place. Enjoy the food. After enjoying the food, you can go for the spa, or use your girls, go for a spa date. Afterwards, come over to the restaurant, have some bubbles with your girls, Saturday afternoon, brunch, you know what I mean. So that's the whole take with it. So how we different from that is we have got what people in Sandton have, whereby they've got a brunch, but they don't have the spa.
Okay, I got you. So they aren't feet at the table.
Yes. Oh yeah. There are no feet on the table.
We
Definitely
need
no
to
feet on the table.
Clarify that.
No feet on the table. No feet on the table.
Okay, chef, and I'm going to start with you, Violet.
Yes.
I mean, what has your journey with food been like? Were you always somebody who was cooking kochai?
Yes, Relebogile, from a very young age, from as far as I can remember, I loved cooking. I actually went the whole school route, went to varsity, did a finance degree, and then after that I was like,
finance degree.
Don't get me started.
It sounds... and the reason I have to pause and find out when did the detour happen is because there are many people, particularly I would say millennial age groups and up, who have found themselves in careers that were not actually their choice. It was what parents were directing you to. Obviously, with the best of intentions, they want you to have opportunities and things like that. So now we have people in their late 30s, 40s, 50s that want to pivot. So please share the story of how you did it.
Yeah, well, it was, like you said, Relebogile, I went to school to please Bomama because it's like we worked hard for you. We come from that generation where you have your university degree. You've made it in life. So I did that. And then after that, I was like, it's not my passion. So around 15 years ago, that's when I decided to go to culinary school, get training as a pastry chef. And I've just been basically doing my own thing for 15 years. I recently joined the Mohavi team through Mr. Kuda here. We've actually been in the industry for the longest. We've known each other for the longest time, working hand in hand.
So basically you said, I don't need money. Let me go cook and bake.
Well, there is money. I mean, what you say?
No, I'll tell you. Let me tell you why I'm saying that, because we know finance industry, the monies are big.
Look,
so you must have really loved it, because it's not like, and we know how hard you guys work in kitchens.
It is intense.
So the hours don't match the money. Not that there's no money, guys. I promise you, no one's working for free. But, yes.
there is money. I mean, I could sit here and say, I could have done this, been in finance, have been on this career trajectory, but it wasn't my passion. I had to follow what I had to do. So that's how I ended up in the food industry and just trying to make my way for the last 15 years. But yeah, it's been a very wonderful journey. I'm enjoying it. It's tough. I don't want to lie.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to join the industry, don't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I don't blame you, because I say the same thing about my industry. I'm like, are you sure?
But it's fun.
It's exhausting, but it's fun. I tell people, like, I'm tired. Like, I get exhausted. Like, I tell Kuda, like, I'm exhausted. But I like when we sit and we come up with ideas and we're like, how can we change this? When we bounce ideas off each other, because that's the creative part of it, right? So I'm enjoying that part. It's a industry where you have to have the passion for it.
Yes.
If you don't have it, rather not follow the industry.
Why did you choose pastry and not general?
I actually started in general cooking, and then I was like, no, but I'm more like, I like the sweet, sweeter things in life.
I see. I see.
I like everything sweeter. So, but pastry is not just sweet. And I like the creativity that comes with pastry. Not to say that it's not creative on the other end as well, but it gets more intricate with pastry design, cake design.
Yes.
And I think I have the arty kind of vibe. So that's where I decided to go into pastry. And I love it.
And then how did you get yourself into the headspace of Asian flavors? Because the desserts are they're not the typical flavor profiles that we as South Africans are accustomed to.
True.
So they do have like a different flavor profile. How did you immerse yourself in that world?
Well, with the desserts that I came up with for the restaurant, it was more catering for the South African palate, to be honest, because with Asian cuisine, it's something either you love or you don't. And if you're going to be truly, South African palates are not as, we like hot things, but we don't like hot things. We like spicy flavors, but we don't like spicy flavors. So it's a balancing act. So what I did is I just took inspiration from like your Asian ingredients, like your Thai basil. There's a sorbet that I do with Thai basil and pineapple and coconut. I take inspiration and just mellow it down to meet a South African palate. So it's not, all my desserts are not just Asian. They're a blend of what South Africans really like and bringing some flavors from Asia. Like we had the poached pear.
Yes.
It's a simple poached pear, but then to make it Asian, then we spice it with Asian spices like Chinese five spice, and you amp it up with aniseed to make it more.
I got you.
Like it
still transforms you.
Exactly.
I like the way she's looking at you. She's like actually tasting the flavors.
No, because you know what? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about, it's not often that I get to enjoy a poached pear, and it's actually the first time I tasted a dessert that used 5 spice. And I think my expectations were that it might be overpowering, but it was not at all. And we're going to come to the menu and some of the things that you've done. Chef Nkosi, I want to hear about your journey into the food world. Just come a bit closer to the microphone. I really want to know how you got into this world.
Yeah, because he's the magician. Eh?
He is.
Just come a bit closer to the microphone. There we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chef Kosi. I have started my journey of cooking as a chef around 2003. Luckily, I started as a scullery, and then it's where I elevated to another level to be a chef. Yeah, I started with Kai Restaurant. I know most of people, they know Kai Restaurant. Yeah, there we've been trained with Thai chefs, original from Thailand.
I was going to say, your hand is very Thai. I was wondering, have you been to Thailand yet?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Soon, eh?
Yeah, soon I will be there.
Within.
Now you're giving me
Yeah, because I've got most supportive bosses and my supportive manager. So very soon I'll be there in Thailand. So they want me to explore all Thai food.
Oh, listen, I absolutely love. I want to chat a little bit about the menu. I'm obsessed with the pad Thai, and I like the fact that, especially in Thai cuisine, there are dishes that don't need heat.
Yeah,
like they are subtle. I'm that person who enjoys. Well, one other way we cook our meats traditionally with just salt and water. Subtle flavors. It is not overpowering at all. It tastes to me extremely authentic. It is just absolutely so good. And are those the normal portions, or did you do it for us?
No, those are our normal
There's
portions.
normal portions.
Those are
Because
our
the
normal
portions
portions.
are huge.
Yes.
Yes.
So
We're trying to attract everybody to come to us.
the whole idea is, like I said, you're giving a journey. But now when you're eating the food, you must actually like appreciate it. And even if you're going to take some home. I really don't mind because you're still going to go like, you know what? I want this. It's that significant flavor that I got from that place. I'm going back for it.
No, because some food, it tastes good when it's stewed marinated in the flavors overnight. And then it is so good. Talk to us about what went into the process of developing the menu, because Thai cuisine is also very diverse. How did you decide and pick and choose what is going to make it?
Right. So that one was a tough one. It took us fights. Myself, Nkosi, and Violet, and everyone in the kitchen. I wasn't people's favorite. Yeah, but so what happened was a situation whereby we're trying to balance flavors with like what Vi said with South African palate, so that it doesn't become hot. So the fortunate part is I had to taste everything that was on the menu that we're thinking of.
You tasted with judgment.
You have no idea. No idea. So that's why I was like, I was not people's favorite. So,
so
it was more of.
I even have to create my dishes from zero.
So I always say, like, I've been to places that say Thai food. So my point was, what's so different about Mohavi? So that's what I wanted. So from my chefs, I was expecting them to give me a flavor profile that I've never tasted before. So the whole idea for me was, I want that flavor. So they will come in, like, for example, the poach spear that you said. I think she did it, was it 5 times? More or less. More
because
or less.
we couldn't agree on the amount
of wine and from the spice. But it was a situation whereby I wanted it to talk to me instead of just...
I was not strict. I wanted it to talk to me.
Because remember, with food, people just eat food. You don't just eat food. Food is beautiful. It's from the soul. You have to talk to your soul. And if you come in and you make food, a chef comes in with passion, you have to understand so that if I eat it and I say, wow, this is beautiful. If I walk up to a guest who's enjoying our menu, if there's something wrong with it, I want to understand why. And then I'll instantly, usually what I do is if the guest complains, I also order the same dish so that I know what to fix and why they complained. So I don't actually say, like, for example, no, I'm the one ordering. No, I tell the waiter secretly to order a meal for me, but don't tell the chefs it's mine.
I hope you know both your chefs here are winking at me on the side.
I know. But the thing about it is they understand. They understand. That's why I said. That's why I said. I created enemies, but at the same time I created friends.
So I have to ask this question: how do you then find the balance? Because food is also a very personal thing.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that if I don't like a certain dish or I don't order it, that I am the standard. So how do you guys as a team find the balance? Do you sort of have, like, I don't know, in TV we call it focus groups or where people, so do you have a group of people and you kind of say majority like this? Because there are certain things I might not like that are very popular. I've gone into restaurants where I ask for a dish and they say it's discontinued. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, no, people didn't order it. I'm like, what do you mean? It was amazing.
Well, we do have a cook-off.
Yeah.
So when we have a cook-off, it's after I've decided, cool, this dish can go. Then everyone has a cook-off whereby all the chefs can actually cook the same dish. So people start tasting and they'll taste, is it working? Does it work? How is the flavor profiles on it? And then usually I like to call my spy director, Shanae, to also tell me, give me feedback.
Spy director.
Spa.
Spa. I was
director.
like,
Sorry.
Spy? Is she spying at the bag?
No. She's making sure. So she makes sure all the wellness and everything is perfect.
Yes.
Anyway, so I always send him food. I'm like, cool. I want also a feedback onto it, and then everyone, the waiters and the guys in the kitchen, can eat and taste if they agree to what the flavors are and what is missing in the flavors. So yeah, it takes a lot of work. It's just not like overnight. Then we are putting up the menu. No, it takes a lot of work.
Let's not forget Ronald Paniola also is doing a lot of testing also.
Yeah, yes, Ronald comes through as well. He's one of our directors.
Yes,
so he comes through
a lot of testing.
And he does testing for us, and he also tells us the way to look for that distinctive flavor that is never found in South Africa.
It's been there.
So I always look at, I know whenever I'm tasting food on the food feature, the chefs stare at me, because they're waiting to see the facial expressions. And I know that's such an important moment. So I want to talk about your menu. You served the pad thai beef, and thank you so much for removing nuts for me. But in your restaurant, you do have nuts because we know a lot of Thai food uses nuts. We had the green curry chicken that was accompanied by the rice on the side, and it had quite a kick to it. And then we also had the duck specialty. Oh, listen, the spring rolls duck, and then is that a crispy duck, right?
Yes.
With all the flavors and the egg fried rice. Is all I can say. Because you're the strict one, I'm going to ask you first. Why did you, as a collective, select these specific dishes? Are they the most popular ones?
I feel like they identify us. They are sophisticated to make, like very sophisticated to make, but it's something that identifies who we are. We are full of flavor, and yeah, that's what we are. We are full of flavor. That's what I can say. I mean, you can see the crazy bunch I have here, who I love so much. So we are crazy. We have fun. That's why we are.
And then, Madam Chef, in terms of desserts, how did you choose the poached pear, the Japanese custard / panna cotta, or flan, if you want to call it that? And the third one is the sorbet I was just having now in studio as a milkshake.
So those are the desserts that are on our menu. It's the desserts that we fought over for weeks. And then you bring a dessert. Can I just tell you something?
Yes.
You'll bring something to Guda. And you're thinking, yeah, I put my foot in it.
This is it.
And then he says, Mina, I'm tasting for 10 people. And 7 out of 10 don't agree.
Oh my God.
No, you know what? It's the 9 other voices in his head that he's so there. 7 voices saying no.
I wonder how he's strict. I'm
Yes.
just reinforcing this. I'm just letting you know how it is. No, but he's a wonderful person to work for. So the desserts are the desserts that we have in the restaurant. Took a lot of back and forth, mixing flavors, Thai, Chinese, Japanese, South African flavors to get what we brought you. But it's basically what we have. Sorbets, we have 3 different sorbets inspired by Thai flavors.
Please talk about the one I just had, because that is
coconut.
so good.
It's actually my favorite coconut lime sorbet that we make in-house. I'm sure
Chef's
you like
kiss.
it.
Chef, so refreshing, so good,
It
so
takes you
flavorful.
to an island.
And it's not that you use like drops of coconut flavor. You use coconut milk.
Proper coconut milk. I'm not toning it down with anything. It's full cream coconut milk and tontons, your limes, and I can't give away.
Can we just
Your
talk
limes
about
and
the
your
red
tontons.
wine in the poached pear? Can we talk about how did you guys decide on that amount? And then I will tell you if it's too much or too little. How did you decide?
The amount of wine?
The amount of wine, yes.
We love our wine.
So the thing is, we love our wine. We do. So, yeah. So, as much as I'm also sommelier as well. So, it's a situation whereby we love our wine. So, whatever wine was put in there, a situation whereby I was like, I want to taste the wine as I eat the poached pear. I don't want to have it in the beginning. And then by the time I'm in the middle of my dessert, all of a sudden the taste changes. It has to be absorbed inside. And it has to actually like take over the whole pear. So that's was, yeah.
Do you want to know my first thought when I took the first bite? Was whoever made this is a wine drinker.
Yeah.
That was my first
Yeah, we are.
thought, because of just what you did with the flavors and the textures. And then talk to us about the panna cotta. I mean, why caramel? Because that's my favorite. Whenever I just, they use caramel. Wonderful.
Like I said, when we were speaking in the boardroom, it's inspired by Japanese purin. So it's like a baked custard pudding, and it's served with caramel. Most Japanese purines that you find, it's a plain caramel. So I'm like, how do we amp it up? So then we came up with the salted caramel purin, and then obviously served it with the sesame to bring out the nuttiness of the caramel and the sesame tuile.
This spot is so amazing. The food is absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to go in person. Find them on the socials at Mohavi. That's MOHAVIJHB for Johannesburg. Or you can go online, mohavi-restaurant.co.za. You can find them on Kingfisher Drive, Fourways in Sandton. Ask for the poached pear. Ask for the sorbet and that pad thai. And if you're a Doug person, and I can tell you the portions are huge. So go with someone to share. It's just after 1:30. Time for your latest Eyewitness News headlines. Good afternoon.
Thanks, Relebogile. Very good afternoon. Parliament says all security arrangements are in place for Ntantla Mkhwanazi's appearance before the ad hoc committee investigating claims of police corruption and interference. The committee received a briefing today from Parliament Security Services as it prepares for hearings with witnesses next week. Mkhwanazi will be the first witness when he goes before the committee next Tuesday and